And Davidson the board. She's been hot from three, and she adds another one. Katie Davidson is 5 of 7 behind the arc. She's got a game-high 22.
Joining All-American now, we have South Florida's Katie Davidson. Katie, welcome to All-American.
Hi.
Well, the Bulls have been on a run the last couple of games. You've won 3 straight now. What is it that has been clicking in South Florida?
I think the main thing for us is just being present. I think we keep saying it's literally one game at a time, not looking at the past, not looking at the future, just taking it one game at a time. And I think we've been focused on what we do really well, and just taking advantage of that. But then also, I think we've had a big focus and a big emphasis on defense, and I feel like we've been clicking really well there.
We'll chat about the defense in just a moment, but I want to go back to what you said about you're focusing on what you're doing well. If you could describe what South Florida does well on the basketball court, what would it be?
I think the best thing right now for us is our transition game. We want to get out, we want to run, we want to beat people down the court, and then obviously two is those threes. When we're getting out and we're running, Laura, Carla running to the paint, and people, want to run to the paint, and we can get shooters outside.
We've talked a lot on this show about the talent on this South Florida roster. How have you been able to put it all together, especially at this point in the season? It just looks like you're gelling in a way that maybe you weren't at the beginning of the year.
I think we just have a group of selfless individuals. I can go off one night, Carly can go off, Steph, anybody on the roster can go off any given night. And I think when you have selfless teammates, like you're going off, they want to get you the ball. I think that's what makes us so special.
Well, you've definitely gone off the last 2 games against Tulsa and UTSA. For you, what do you feel like is working well in your game?
I think I've just been playing for something bigger than myself these past 2 games. I actually had someone pass away literally a week ago. And so play for Kay was special to me because the person did have cancer. And so I think that's just where my strength from, the Lord that, he's given me, just having grace with that. So yeah, I think I've just been playing with something bigger than myself, for something bigger than myself.
Well, I am certainly so sorry for your loss. And you talk
Thank
about, of course, playing for something greater than yourself. How have you been able to deal with those emotions and just give it to something greater than basketball?
Well, the person that passed was actually a coach of mine. And so she actually really started my basketball career and got me kind of going when I was in 5th grade and started my first AAU. And so I think that gave me the passion and the strength. But I think it's just like praying and just having the Lord on my side. I think that's something that, I really hold dear to me. Sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Thank you for sharing. And this
But
is
yeah, it's also my teammates, my coaches. I feel like they really stood by my side and they had my back. So
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, you could certainly see it in the way that you have all come together. And like you said, you're playing for something bigger than yourself. I'm sure that your coach that passed is looking down on you, just being so proud of the way that you've been able to bring this group of young women together as well. For you, this is your 3rd stop in your college career. What was it about South Florida that made you think, okay, this is where I want to be for my final year?
Well, if you look at the teams that I've been on, I haven't been in a winning program. And so that was one of the big things. But also, I want to play professionally at the next level. And I feel like coming to South Florida, I know there's a lot of people that have went and played pro, whether that's overseas or in the WNBA. And so I think that was a thing. And also, I wanted to get my master's. So, yeah, those are 3 of the big things.
You certainly picked a great place to do all of that. Now, looking ahead at your schedule, you have Rice coming up, who has yet to lose an American Conference game. What does your team need to do to beat the Owls?
I don't think we want to put the focus on them. I think we want to put the focus on us and just continue to do what we're good at, and then obviously continue to embrace the things that maybe we feel like we struggle or we're not so good at, and continue to embrace those things. And yeah, just continue to get better at what we do each and every day.
We've covered a lot of things in this interview, so just to recap, if you could take a look back on everything that's happened for you this year. As you said, you're now in a winning program. You've come to a place to get your master's. Most recently, you've dealt with something that's been really hard. How do you think you have grown in your time in Tampa?
So much. I mean, I feel like this season didn't really get off to a great start. I mean, we played some really, really good teams, top 25 teams. And I feel like that just built our team as a whole. But I know for me, I kind of struggled, and I feel like, you know, you can only go up from here. And I feel like that's kind of the mindset I have. But also, I got to give all the glory to God, because I feel like that's where my strengths come from, especially in this past week.
Well, Katie, thank you so much for joining All American. We really appreciate your time, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.